Welcome back, family. This is your boy ED. For all you smart and intelligent folks out there, listen, that just simply means it. Today's episode is entitled, What is Considered Personal Development? What is considered personal development? Now, I got my thoughts. I hope you got yours, but bring your popcorn, pull up, watch I'm sorry, I got a little excited. Watch the Conscious Agility, who with your boy ED. Okay. So check us out. What I'm saying here, family, is what is considered personal development. Now, a lot of times I know people will jump in and just start saying, well, you got to do this and do this. I'm going to get there, but I'm going to get to the basics. What do you mean the basics? Let's unpack what is personal development. Personal development has to do with growing and developing yourself. But this is the key part that a lot of people forget about personal development. Personal development is not my sister's responsibility. Personal development is not my wife's responsibility. Personal development is not my brother's responsibility. You see where I'm going with this, right, family? Personal development starts with you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it does start with you. The reason why it starts with you is because it's personal. I know I'm having fun with with the words and every word play and everything, but no, seriously though, family, personal development really starts with you making a decision to work on you. That is what's considered personal development. When you take the time to say, you know what, I'm no longer just going to be doing things to be doing things. I'm going to develop a routine. I'm going to develop a habit of executing on the things that I said I was going to do. I'm no longer just going to plan, or start on Monday or start on Friday or start on the weekend. I'm going to start now. So personal development, what is considered is you taking a owner's interest in yourself. I wish more people would start taking a owner's interest in their self. And yes, I know some of those things happen in life, and you have every right to feel the way that you feel about how they should have went and how they could have went. Trust me, I'm in the car with you, raising my hand, eating the popcorn, clapping right along with you, and saying, "You right, sister. You right, brother." But I have to let you know something, and only one thing and one thing only. In order to start the personal development journey, you have to start with yourself. First book I'm always going to recommend if someone says, hey, I'm ready to start this personal development journey, I would say first start with Think and Grow Rich. Why Think and Grow Rich? Think and Grow Rich is so many nuggets in there, so many jewels. Every year, I try to make it a yearly thing. Sometimes I make it, sometimes I don't, because there's other books that I'm engaged in, because I've just turned into a reading machine, and not just reading physical or digital books, but also listening to audible books. When I had an hour and a half commute one way, so a 3 hour trip to work and back to work, I would just turn my vehicle into a learning machine. What do you mean a learning automobile? What do you mean? I think Zig Ziglar or Brian Tracy coined it, is turning your automobile into a library on wheels or something like that. And so I did that. So every day to work, I would listen to personal development books or biographies on people, whether auto or what's the other type of version? I forgot. I apologize, family. But I would listen to a lot of, just like, one of my favorite right now for a biography is that Hustle Hard with Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent. Man, I've listened to that book twice. I'm gonna buy me a hard copy of the book, as well as the ebook, because that book, there's so many jewels in there that he just laid down. I'm like, dang, 50, you only giving away this for this amount? Man, I mean, like, there's some things, like, for instance, he talks about entitlement. And that's another thing, and this all comes together, family. There's a lot of people out there that feel entitled. That's why you always saying, well, when you think about personal development, somebody is expecting that someone's just going to show up, bam, I'm here. Here's personal development. No, it starts with you, and then once you get started, you start running, or you start attracting other things. Like, you may have been just flipping around on YouTube, and look, You ran into your boy ED. That's talking about personal development, but it starts. You have to get started. Stop waiting on, I'm sorry. I'm just going to take just a quick break. I promise I won't do this too many times. Nope, I won't promise that. Family, we have to get started with ourselves. We have to start with self. That's what makes personal development so important. When you start with self and start working on the things that you said you wanted. Now, nobody said you need to have these things. These are the things you said you wanted. You said, I'm tired of waking up 30 minutes before it's time to get ready to go to work, or well, that maybe an hour before it goes to go to work, and all I'm doing is doing the same thing over. I'm just taking a shower or taking a bath and getting ready for work, and taking the kids to daycare and getting in the car and driving, and it's like you make it just sound so just miserable. Like I don't even, sometimes, family, when you start falling in love with this personal development stuff, that the way that I did, it starts sounding like Charlie. If you haven't heard Charlie Brown and the Peanuts, basically, it starts sounding like that when people start talking, because you like, man, there's so many other things that I could be focused on, and you're complaining about something you're refusing to fix. Ooh, I like that one. See, a lot of times, family, people would complain about things that it's not that they even want your help. It's that they don't even want to fix it. So if they don't want to fix it themselves, then how can you help them? And so that's why I said, when you think about what is considered personal development is considered when you make the step of finding ways to better yourself each and every day, to become a better version of yourself. So the version that you're seeing here for 2023, you shouldn't see the same version for 2024 or the same version that was there for 2022. Like, personal development is all about evolving, growing, demanding more of yourself. That's why I love what Jordan said. And some people didn't like it, but I loved it because I'm so obsessed with that mindset. One of the books I will definitely tell you to pick up is a Tim Grover book called Relentless. Again, Relentless by Tim Grover. If you're like me, when people mention books, I'll just, either save it in my little Amazon deal or put it in my notes section or something like that. But if you're somebody like me, and I hope that you are, because you're listening to this episode today, is that it's important that when people drop books like that, go get them. And you may not read them a day from now, a month, or a year from, but it's important because they're saying something. Reason why I love that book so much by Tim Grover, and it's in my top 5 books that I have. Like, if I had to choose, they say, hey, you get 5 books to take with you on this island. What book would you be? Besides the Bible, that other book, the Relentless book, would definitely be one. And there's some others that I won't talk about here, but most definitely, reason why I love that book is because he's teaching you, because he worked with Jordan, he worked with Kobe, he worked with Dwayne Wade. So he understands the mindset. And in that book, he's trying to teach you the mindset that these gentlemen had when it came to actually executing. And that's the reason why I fell in love with personal development, because I became obsessed with the whole being able to be, I don't have to stay stagnant. If somebody at a job tells me, well, we're not giving up no promotions or we're not doing anything, I don't have to settle for that. Like, a lot of times in life, we settle for things because we just think, oh, there's no other option. But I tell you this, family, start doing some personal development stuff. And what I was saying, what I was referencing to the Michael Jordan thing was that he just became so obsessed with winning, which again is a branch off of the personal development aspect. He became so obsessed with winning that he was willing to do the work. Now, again, this is in the book, in which this is my new motto too. So I'm going to lay it down. You just got to do the dishes on this meal that I'm going to cook up. What he said is that he's not attracted to the work. He's attracted to the success that the work brings. Here, let me clean that up a little bit. What the book was saying was, he wasn't excited about the work, but he knows if he does the work, the development that's required, the success that he could have. So family, when you are thinking about doing personal development, please don't do what I did, where I just became so obsessed with personal development that it was hard for me. I was taking on everything. I was trying to do any and everything, but I realized that was a way that you could burn yourself out. So my recommendation with you is start off with the book that I recommended, The Relentless. Start by Tim Grover. Start off with Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Hey, pick any. I mean, it's so many personal development books and success books out there, but start making a practice of being able to read, being able to listen. Like, and don't tell me, please don't put in a comment saying, well, ED, I don't have the time to read. Well, I love what Patrick Beck Davis said. He said, well, but you make time to eat, right? You make time to watch TV. So maybe while you're sitting there eating, maybe you could listen to an Audible book in 1.5 or 2 point speed. We'll tell you, I'll talk to you about that at another video. I'll tell you some of my tips and tricks when I'm listening to Audible books. Or hey, just leave me some questions in the comments if you want to hear how I approach an Audible book. How am I getting listen to 2 Audible books a month and read a book. So excuse me. So I hope that helps somebody today. I'm your boy ED. For all you smart and intelligent folks, that just means Ed. Thank you guys. I appreciate you.